What's up, my beautiful fashionistas? You are most welcome to Yvonne Winifred UG. Today's video is all about this ruffled satin bonnet. It is also Ankara partly. So it is beautiful. As you see, it can be reversed to either side that you feel like. And without further ado, if you are new, kindly subscribe so that we start the video. So here we are. I've already cut out my pieces that I'm going to use. I have this Ankara, as you see, and I have this satin also. You can use any colors that you feel like, any fabrics that you feel like, as long as they are good for your hair. So guys, this is it. So it is a full square, all parts equal. I have 28 inches in length and 28 inches in width for both fabrics, that is the satin and the Ankara. So I'm just going to first put the satin fabric aside and start with this Ankara. So I'm folding into one, and then I'm going to also do another fold. So this is the second fold. So I've folded twice to form 4 parts, and if you want, you can fold both fabrics together so that you cut everything together, but for ease I started with this. So at this top apex there is also these open parts, but this closed part, this one here, is where we're going to take our measurement from. So I'm working with 14 inches. So it is 14 is like the radius of this entire circle that we want to get from this fabric. So I'm taking 14 like that all around, just as the way we do anything circular, how we cut anything circular. So it is what I am doing here, as you see, forming a quarter of a circle. As you see, remember there are 4 parts. So that is it. I just grab my scissors and then cut my desired marked part out so that I have this full circle like this. So this is what I have, and I'm going to use this to cut another circle just exactly like that onto this other satin fabric. So I just put this one down, pin it together, cut it out to have this. So my 2 circles are now here, satin fabric and even the Ankara fabric. And if you want, you can use only satin, different colors, or even the same colors. It comes out beautifully. So I'll just put them together just like this, getting them ready for sewing. Right sides facing each other, as you see. So make sure you pin them down so that they don't disturb you. So I've left some piece, like an opening there, and I've pinned down these 2 entire fabrics now, so by half an inch at the sewing machine, as you see, all around the circle, making sure that I leave an opening where I will flip this entire circle onto the right side. So after sewing, this is what I have. So from here now, I can just cut out the excess, seam allowance that I don't need, and also make notches so that I can flip out this circular piece onto the right side easily and quickly. So that is what I am doing here, flipping it onto the right side. So now my circle is onto the right side like this. This is it. So at this point, I can just take it to the flat iron and press it down so that it looks like this. It's pressed down, And as you see, I left the opening. It is there about 2-3 inches. So now guys, we have to create the elastic casing and the ruffles. So I'm taking 2 inches all around, forming another circle. So I'm deciding to take the 2 inches. It's not a constant. You can even use 1.5 inches. That depends on the elastic you'll be wanting to use and the size of the ruffles that you want. So you can even do 1.5, especially if you're going to use a quarter elastic. So after this circle that I've formed, remember it is now on the right side, I'm also going to form another circle according to the elastic that I'll be using. So I'll be using a 1/2 inch elastic. So since it will be 1/2 inch elastic, I'll be needing more than that to form the elastic casing. So I'll use 3/4 of an inch, marking it onto this towards the opening. As you see, all around this circular piece, I'm going to be marking 3/4 of an inch, forming another circle, and that will be the elastic casing. So I've formed the elastic casing, as you see, and I left an opening, remember, where I'll be passing my elastic. So now I just grab a safety pin, the elastic, and pass it onto this. Guys, by the way, these circles that we've marked, I take the piece to the sewing machine and then sew down along those lined circular piece that we've formed. It's not just marking it, I take it to the sewing machine and sew it down. And after you press down your elastic or even tie it just the way you want, make sure it is tied tightly so that it does not unravel so tightly, maybe like twice. You tie it like twice, and after you cut out the excess like that. And after the excess, I'll just take back my bonnet that is finished now onto the sewing machine and close up this opening that we left where the elastic was passing, and that will be it. The elastic is done. The ruffles are formed beautifully and beautifully, as you see. So this is the nice bonnet with ruffles, and if you don't want the ruffles, you don't create the other elastic casing that we created. So I have another bonnet video, you can check it out, the one that is without the ruffles. So guys, these are the beautiful ruffles, and this is it on the other side. Thank you so much for watching. See you in any of my other videos.